Hello audience, on today's video we're going to be looking at my 1000 points worth of World Eaters. So first off we have my 2 Chaos Spawn. We have this one with the corn head and a bunch of spikes. I used glue mixed with red paint to try and make a blood effect, but it clotted and blooded and bubbled up all over the face, which has caused this effect. I tried thinning down black paint to cause a nice grime. It worked some areas, other areas it didn't. Yeah. This is it. I drilled the base a bit. You can see some of the colours I've used on the base. So let's get a good look at it before we move on to the next one. Yep. Anyway, and here we have my second one. I saw the head on the options and I really loved it, so I chose that one in specific. I tried doing a white coat for highlights. Did not work, and all the back spikes broke off, man. But I did use sprue and a few demon prince parts to make terrain on the bottom. Obviously, once again, we have claws, huge spikes. Look at that beautiful, beautiful mug. God damn, this camera can't lock on. Yeah, so as you can see, here we have the demon prince shoulder pad. If I had Nurglings, I'd definitely put one in there. Here is my messed up Chaos Rhino. I tried repainting the base coat, but obviously, it ran out midway through, so I'm stuck with half red. I painted some flags on it. There used to be the English flag back here, and then obviously there's the German flag. And these spikes and shit. I put the Slaaneshi Demon Prince head on the front, just for fun, and the corn symbol. And I think that's a flamer, maybe? Yeah, and there's a Tau head there, which maybe we'll leave into my Chaos Tau idea for future armies. Now, this is one of the highlights of my Chaos army. Well, World Eaters. We have my Corn Demon Prince. I used the Nurgle head because I preferred it more. But as you can see, I used half the Tzeentch head on the horn. And for the other horn, I used half the corn head. So I used that same blood effect. As you can see, the wings are nice and dark on the other end. But on the top, it has my warband symbol. These were my second attempts. As see, the tail used to be a lot better. The sword broke off once when I was trying to transport this. So now I plan to add a sprue bit to it, then use green stuff to make a big flaming sword. So you can get a good view of him. He's on my banner. And now we have my 8-bound. I had to drill quite a few holes in this one to put in some tentacles from the Chaos Spawn kit. I used a part of a Terminator head, but it's heavily messed up. And there's a coin on the base to keep it balanced. And obviously, more blood effects, cause blood for the blood god. I painted one of these with the Black Legion colour scheme. I'm not the best with trim so far. And I haven't painted the face yet. The bubbly effect from the glue. So, still a lot to improve on. If you have any advice, please put it in the comments. It'd be fun. This next model is a bit less painted. I still haven't finished it, but I think once I do, it'd look decent, especially because of the way the glues came on the face. So yeah, this is one of my models. Golden weapons, black base. You get the basic flow here. I really like the specific helmet because of that little skull. And now we have my Corn Berserkers. We'll do the 2 worst ones first, and we'll end on my favourite, which is the Corn Champion. This guy, I tried repainting him white and then do the blue colour scheme. It's went horribly so far. Then we have this amalgam because I built some of the models wrong. And then I had my friend paint this with his tank model paints. Then we have Fleshmound, is what I call him. He's absolutely lathered in red. I love the way I've used paint on his face. I tried to do a Deadpool kind of thing. It's went horribly, as you can see. Oh, here is one of my favourites. He's holding a head with his gun out. I didn't have a hand, So I just wrapped a chain around it and hoped nobody'd notice. So obviously there's a face absolutely covered in gold and a penny on the back with the symbol on it to keep him balancing. Then another one of my models. This axe has a bit more blood on it and has a chipped horn, meaning this is the first ever model I built. And as you can see, the back, the chains, all that. It was quite a pain trying to follow instructions because I didn't exactly understand them at the time. Here is the second ever model I built and the first ever model I painted. He has full gold armor. My idea is every time he slashes someone, his sword makes it so they bleed gold. Well, chain sword, but you get the flow. Oh god, that was interlinked. This is another bit of a failure. As you can see, I'll argue that there was an axe, but I built it wrong and I had to cover that up with an arm. Yeah, golden horns and everything. I actually quite like the lore behind this, because if I'm correct, it's based on the gladiators from Angron's home world, I'm gonna say, since it was where he grew up. Oh, and here is one of my favourites. This was maybe the first ever model I built. You can tell by the breakage on the horn. Has the symbol made in gold, covered in blood, and then with a nice spray paint cleaner to make it look shiny. And finally, we have my Berserker Champion. One of my favourite models. I used thinned down black paints to try and make this one have deeper edges, and this was the most successful. I'd like to imagine this is his twin brother's head that he's attached onto his armour that he killed in a fit of rage. Right, next up is my Terminators. We're getting to Karn in a minute. So basically, I thought I misbuilt some of it, and I couldn't fit two of the parts together. So I used a bunch of spare parts. As you can see, there's the Demon Prince axe in that to build this monstrosity. I really don't want to get into that. Then we have, Fosha. Where is that other? We'll worry about that later. This is normal Terminators. I really like the claws on it, so I put them on. I know it's probably more for Night Lords, but still, you couldn't stop me. And here's one with a power fist and a flamer, I think it is. I love the Chaos Terminator heads. Spikes on the back and everything. I used slight parts of the Brother Sanctorium colour scheme for this from Clips 101. I probably can tag his channel in the title of this. Then we have my Terminator Champion. I quite like this one. The red came out a bit dark on this. It has a bit of that Black Legion colours. Yeah, get a good look at it. I couldn't find the fifth Terminator, so we're moving on to Karn. And here he is. For my warband, his name is Avarax. He is in a constant rage because before he became a Marine, he did have a love. It's based on some Space Wolves lore of a Space Wolf that kept falling in love because he had one love before he became a Space Marine. Yeah, so the reason he's so angry and prone to attacking his own Marines is just because he keeps getting reminded of that. And obviously we have the Tentacles, the Gifts of Yvonne. And to finish off the video, I have the World Eaters cards. But, so, this is the end. Have a good night.